Chronically Blue. I'm Knuckles the Echidna, but just call me Knuckles. I've managed to sneak aboard the egg carrier, but it's so huge, it's really hard to find the emerald fragments. Do I really have to check every room? Probably do, Knuckles. I don't know what you want me to say. Hello, all of my CP Bears. My name is Chronically Blue. Welcome back to some more Sonic Adventure DX. Last episode, we were fandangling around with Knuckles and, you know, just having a good time. And after everything... Thank you. That's great. I'm so happy for you. Yes, after we sensed the Master Emerald from afar, we now need to go over here through the sky deck. Now, this one is very unique. There's quite a few things going on here. One of them is that we can allegedly control the way that the ship moves and rotates, which that's pretty unique. At least I like to think so. And then along with that, we can also, by changing how the ship is, it will also allow us in order to open up certain doors that were previously unacceptable otherwise. But we can tell this one's right on here. There's going to be at least one an enemy, and if not, then it's at least a good thing to assume. Is it in you? It's not in you. It might be over here. Ooh, that seems pretty good. Oh no, we're going to have to move that over. Oh, that's not fun. That's okay, though. We can go ahead and get back on up there in order to just make that change happen very quickly. There's also some speed shoes here, just in case Knuckles needs to go a little bit faster. Which I don't think he really does, but who knows. But yes, in order to get that to move over, we're going to have to move this over to the right, I want to say? Yeah, because that rotates it all. Not all of it, but specifically the stuff that's on, like, tracks and rails and such. Yeah, because if we go over here now, we can see that it's just a bunch of red. Okay, so there's that. So now we only need one more piece left, and then we will be on our way in order to the boss battle with Chaos 6. Okay, let me see here. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, that should have hit me, actually. Thank you. I was waiting for something to hit me. I knew things were going too well. It's weird that I'm not really picking up anything over here. We might just be on, like, the wrong side of things, but... There's always at least like some little blip to help guide you in the correct direction. Plus, this thing is not that big. It's not huge, contrary to what Knuckles says. He's just easily impressed. But no, like, okay, here we go. It should be in there, shouldn't it? Yep. I have a feeling. Well, that's not too difficult for us either. As long as we angle it the opposite way of where we want it to go, we're gonna be alright. So if we just go on over here and we just right there, perfect. No, wait, wrong way, my bad. Hold on, let me just, Knuckles, you're in the way. Knuckles, Knuckles, Knuckles. You're, what are you doing? Knuckles, easy. There we go. Yeah, so this will angle it so that we can actually see what's going on there. Okay, so it's not in that one. There it is. Perfect. Only 3 minutes. That's a minute per emerald piece. That's like 15 and 15 minutes. Like, that's how good we are, you know? Like, we are that awesome.
Good enough.
Yeah, you know, good enough. I guess it's alright.
All right. Now, to restore the Master Emerald. Huh? Oh no, not again. What is the meaning of this?
You know, I wish I knew, but I really don't. Like, I just genuinely do not have the answers to the meaning of this.
Hey, what happened here?
I couldn't stop them. They came, and my father. I had no idea how bad this would turn out. I'm shocked.
Look! It's the emerald! Wait! Is this a dream? It's more like a nightmare.
Ah, the horrible voice acting. Don't you just love it? I know I do. Okay, so what T-Call was going to say is she was going to...
Finally found all of the missing emerald pieces, but I still can't figure out that creepy monster. Huh? What's that?
Gonna ignore that sound. But yes, what Tika was going to say was she was going to tell us to get on over here because there's something fishy going on.
Not again! I hate you! Hey, Sonic!
There you are, Knuckles. About time.
I will return!
Eggman, come back!
I'd better let Sonic handle it from here. He'll do okay. Now, I must return to Angel Island and the Master Emerald. No, it can't be! I guess he didn't get enough the first time. You can't stop me from restoring the Master Emerald.
Yes, so this is Chaos 6, and this is his second phase, for lack of a better term, where it is going to be a little more unique, but if you just do the exact same thing that Sonic did previously, you're going to be alright. Now, there is some, I don't even know how to properly say it, but there's like full-on, oh no, there's full-on Pete's of the egg deck that are missing. So that's not fun. As well as Knuckles has like a really hard time picking things up. I don't know why, he just does. Like almost every single time I play as Knuckles, I'm just like, man, it's so hard for me to pick things up here. Specifically in this boss fight, I should add. And no, you don't have to wait for the monster to start sucking. You can just throw it directly into his mouth, or their mouth, I should say, because we don't really know what all it identifies as, other than wet and damp. For this thing, you really don't have to worry about it too much. If you just jump up and then just stand still, you're going to more or less be alright. Those little things that shoot out do damage you, so just keep that in mind. And then Chaos will typically do this twice if you mess up, so just keep that in mind. But with my wonderful super skills, we can just go ahead and get him out of here. Sorry, get Drip out of here. Wordplay. Word association. Word humor.
Yeah, you're finished. What's left now is to return the Master Emerald safely to my island. This should do it. Perfect. All is well now. The Master Emerald and the island have been restored. I'll probably be on this floating island forever. Guarding the Master Emerald again. I may not know the whole story behind this, but perhaps it's better that way. I'm at peace once more.
Okay, and that is the end of Knuckles' story. But just because that is the end of his story doesn't mean that we're quite through with Knuckles yet. And don't worry, this is not going to be a super short episode. But there is one more thing that we have to do with Knuckles exclusively in order for us to finish all of the field emblems. So I will see you all as soon as these credits are finished. And yes, don't worry, I will let the credits roll once we actually finish the game. Don't worry. But I will see you all now, actually, if I'm correct. And there it is, yet another character that has fins. I don't get it, but maybe someone does. There we go, yet another emblem in order for helping us complete another character's story. But, as I said previously, we are not done yet. With Knuckles, anyway. In fact, even once we finish the story, there's still quite a lot for us to do with the characters. But we're going to go over to Knuckles, and we are going to help guide him to Station Square, where we will be able, in order to find the very last field emblem. As I said previously, but you know how things work. Also, I apologize if my thoughts are a little bit scattered. It has been a little bit since I've recorded. I kind of did a lot all at once, and then just, you know, life happened. So that's a ring, so that's pretty close to what we're looking for, but not exactly. So we are looking for the emblem in here, and it is specifically done by digging with Knuckles. Which I know sounds a little unique, because it kind of sounds like something that you won't ever find, but you know, I guess they were just that confident that people would look around here. Because why not? I guess they knew that putting in that there's one left, people would just start frantically doing everything. And there we go. There we go. We got all the emblems in the adventure field. Okay, so that is all for Knuckles, actually. Now, there is quite a bit that we have left, not only for the 3 remaining characters, but also for Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, actually. But as I know, we do not have that much time. Did I choose adventure mode? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. We don't have a whole lot of time, because I specifically don't have a whole lot of time. Don't worry. This will not be the norm. But we do need to go over to Twinkle Park, if the game will let me. Come on. There we go. So yes, by going up to Twinkle Park here, we can have access to one of the few, I wouldn't really say hidden, but sub-games where if you don't go there, then you're going to most likely miss it. And that is Twinkle Circuit. You like Mario Kart? Have you ever thought, man, I wish that we didn't have all the items? You know what? I did too. And here we are. You know, if you just wanted to drive by yourself, where you collect rings and the rings control how fast you go, kind of like the coins in Mario Kart, but you don't really want any items and you only want it to be one player, here we go, Twinkle Circuit. The only other thing that I can state specifically is that the instrumental here is for the song It Doesn't Matter, which I believe is Sonic's theme. I could be wrong, but that's as much as I know. And if you want to play this as all 6 characters, you are more than happy to. you absolutely can. As well as something I would like to include as well, which is something I did not know previously until I discovered it on accident. But when Sonic Adventure was released for the Dreamcast, there was a bunch of special events that happened within the game that they released network updates specifically for, like free DLC to help the community keep going. There was movie posters, there was New Year's, there's a whole bunch of stuff, including some exclusive tracks for Twinkle Circuit. And while most people thought this was just like lost to time, that is incorrect. There was quite a few mods that you can do to the Steam version of the game in order to put these back in here. You can only put them back in one at a time, you can't put them all in at once, but just being able to have that ability to see what happened previously is still pretty unique. It really helps prolong the life of it and help us see just what Sega was trying to do in order to keep the game alive, even during those times. So no matter how far you were into the game, if you were fully completed, if you were not at all, there was still extra stuff for people to see and do. Much like how in Sonic Adventure 2, there was a lot of secret costumes that were available as well through the internet add-on for the Dreamcast. That, of course, did not get ported over, unfortunately, because lots of people hate us and want us to have a more difficult time. That's why it is so painful to say you're a Sonic fan. But, ignoring that, there's quite a lot of different people out there that are more than happy in order to help us try to get everything that we possibly can to help us experience anything and everything possible related to Sonic games in the Dreamcast era, and then some. But with that, we have gone ahead and completed the Twinkle Circuit, and once we do that, it will summarize our lap times as well as our total time. Now, the requirements for getting an emblem here, I'm not sure, but I know we get at least one. Okay.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Thank you. Now, that is about all that I have in order to show here. The only other thing I could also show as well, without actually collecting it, would be the mission mode. Yes, I know I'm doing this out of order. Listen, it's my channel, okay? That's all I'm going to say. It's my channel. I get to do what I want. I'm not going to start the mission mode. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So, with the mission mode, we're going to see these little icons throughout the area, and when we collect it, we'll actually be able to see 1 out of 60 missions. You can collect all 60 cards before you start the very first one if you want to. Now, for every mission you complete, you do not get an emblem, but you do get a little celebratory thing, and you get it marked here on the mission clear status. So there's going to be 60 different missions for all of our characters. Those cards are hidden across all 3 different adventure fields, so you get to have a very fun time finding them and then completing the missions, because sometimes the mission clues are not very detailed. And don't worry, I will repeat this when it is actually time for the mission mode. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I apologize for it being short-ish, but I try to fill it in as much as I can without getting to another character. Yes, I know I did that with Sonic and Tails. I get to change the rules if I want to. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Goodbye, my CB Bears.